Hello everyone. In this video, we will see the third function related to dynamic memory allocation is realloc function. So before using this function, the memory should have allocated using malloc or calloc function. Sometimes the allocated memory may not be sufficient and we may require additional memory space. Sometimes the allocated memory may be much larger and we want to reduce the size of allocated memory. In both situations, the size of allocated memory can be changed using realloc function, and the process is called reallocation of memory. So this is the syntax of a realloc function, which is already present in stdlib.h header file. Void pointer, then realloc, and in brackets first argument is void pointer variable, and it is used to get the address of new memory block allocated or address of previous memory block allocated. And second is for size of new block. Realloc is the name of function and the return type is void pointer, which returns the address of first memory location. So if you see the return type, instead of using data types like int, float, the return type is void. So why the return type void is used? So basically void is a generic data type and it can be converted in any data type later on by using the typecasting method. The return type void is used because we don't know at the starting realloc function is used for which particular data type. So that's why it is used with return type void. Realloc changes the size of block by extending or deleting the allocated memory at the end of the block. If the existing allocated memory can be extended, PTR value will not be changed. If the existing allocated memory cannot be extended, this function allocates completely a new block and copies the contents of existing memory block into new memory block and then deletes the old memory block. Now we will see how we can use this realloc function. So this is the syntax of using realloc function. So here PTR is a pointer to a block of previously allocated memory either by using malloc function or calloc function, and size is new size of the block. So here on successful allocation, the function returns the address of first byte of allocated memory, and if specified sizes of memory cannot be allocated, then the allocation is called overflow of memory. In such case, the function returns null. Now we will see example. So here we have declared one pointer variable, that is PTR. In the next line, by using malloc function, we have allocated 12 bytes of memory in the memory block, and in the third line, suppose we want to extend the allocated memory, means previously we have blocked 12 memory size, but if you require more memory block, then by using realloc function we can change the size which is previously allocated. So now by using realloc function we are increasing the size of allocated memory. So by using realloc function we have changed the size of memory block from 12 to 20. So this is the another example. So here in first line again we have declared one pointer variable. In second line, by using malloc function we have blocked 12 bytes in memory location. So suppose you want to decrease the size of memory allocated. So again by using realloc you can decrease the size. So from 12 bytes we have decreased the size to 8 bytes. So in this way you can increase or you can decrease, that is you can change the size of allocated memory.